Hi, guys, and welcome to Reed's Readers with your host, Clinton Reed. And welcome to the first ever Packalong live show. I'm super excited. Right now, I am joined by two of my co hosts for this. Hope will join us in a second. She's having a couple of technical difficulties, which we all have. We have Kelani, and I'll let her go from here.
Hi, I'm Kaylani from Kaylani Symphony. Hi. I don't know what to say right now.
Hi, I'm Melanie from Completely Melanie. We're very excited to read or to discuss this book.
Also, guys, just for those that are here, this is not a season-a-thon live show. It looks like it, but it's not.
Feels like it. Feels like an after hours.
Yes, it does. Hi, Karina. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, guys.
So we are here to discuss Wolfsong by TJ Klune, the first in the Green Creek series.
I'm trying to think of where my book is.
Oh no.
I have TJ Klune and Alice Oseman like right behind me, so easy access. Ignore the closet door right beside me. I need to put something here for like live shows and things because that's weird.
Oh my goodness.
And what do you guys think of this lighting?
Better?
Looks good.
I like it.
I have the ring light on.
It looks good.
Love it. We either have that or we have the yellow, the white. I like the white and the yellow together. Thank you, Karina. The shrine is amazing and will grow eventually. Because we all know Klune and Oseman are now my two favorite loves.
We do be loving them.
So, Wolfsong.
Yes. What was your guys' ratings for Wolfsong? Oop, Hope's here. Hold on. Hi, Hope.
Hi, I'm so sorry about that. I was doing this on my iPad and it wouldn't connect properly. It was lagging and all that.
It's perfectly fine. We've all been there in live shows. Usually it's me with technical issues.
Yeah.
But I will let you introduce yourself.
Okay. Hi, I'm Hope. YouTube channel It's Hope Books. And I make bookish content, obviously, that's why we're here. And I'm very excited to be here.
And Karina says, hi.
Hi.
I will state what is funny, and I just noticed all four of us play a bookish game each month to pick our TBRs.
It's because we're cool.
We're cool. It's what all the cool kids do.
But, okay. I'm going to go around and start with Kaylani, and we're going to go around and just say what our rating was and who's your favorite character. Just to start with some basics.
Oh, goodness.
Why do you hurt me? My rating is a 5 out of 5 stars. I love this book so much. And my favorite character, I don't want to be cliche, but freaking Ox and Joe as a couple are my favorite. But I think, no, I'm just going to have to say Ox.
Okay, Mel?
Yeah, I can't remember if I want to say I gave it either a 4.5, I think, or a 4. And as far as my favorite character, it was definitely Ox. I just want to hug Ox all the time.
And Hope?
You just want to
5 stars.
Love him.
Yeah, I gave it 5 stars. I guessed from the beginning it was going to be 5 stars, and it was. And favorite character is definitely Ox, by far.
He's a marshmallow.
Yay.
He really is.
Yay! Love it. Y'all already know I obviously give it 5 stars. This is my technically third time reading it. This is my favorite paranormal series. It beats everything else hands down. Um, but my favorite character has to go to Elizabeth
Good
because
mom.
I
Yeah.
have read the first 3, so it's hard for me to pick out of the couples, like who's my favorite couple. But Elizabeth is forever my favorite book mom in all of literature.
Hmm.
And I just want to hug her. Oh my God. I'm not going to cry. Okay. I will state that there is a couple of short stories that you guys can read. I know after Raven's Song, there is a short story which we'll get into in a second, and I'll relook it up and remember which one you're supposed to read afterwards. But they're all free on his website. If you type it into Google, like the thing, and you can click on it and it'll find it so you guys can read it. But there's a short story that is Elizabeth's point of view of her and Thomas.
Oh, not Thomas.
That
Aw.
is that shatters my soul. And when I read it, I cannot tell you how hard I cried. I think I cried harder at it than I ever did at Serpent King.
Oh, good lord.
That's something because it's Elizabeth, and it's just like, ugh, my heart, ugh.
That short story is a self-inflicted wound right there. It's like you go in knowing you're gonna cry.
Yeah. So does
Listen.
that come after Raven Song or before Raven Song?
After
Let me look it up. I do believe it's right after Raven's Song.
it's 2.5, so it's after Raven's Song.
Mhm.
Oh.
And I also learned that there are free audiobooks for every single one of those short stories as well.
What?
On Hoopla or Scribd or what?
I think it's on Amazon. Or maybe on his website, but somebody was sharing with me and I'm like, oh, huh?
Yes, it's Love Song is the name of the short story that's I do believe, yep, it's Elizabeth's story after Raven Song. And then you read Heart Song, and then there is 2 other short stories that you can read. There is Feral Song, which is 3.5, and Love Song Part 2, which is 3.6, and then it's Brother Song, which the only thing I
Lots of
haven't
singing.
read yet is Brother Song. Because my brain made me put it down because I didn't want it to end.
Do we lose
Did we?
hope? Do we lose hope?
No,
Maybe we'll continue and she'll pop back in. But yes. So and after the live show and stuff, I will link the first short story for After Raven Song down below. Once I'll put some notes and stuff down below so you guys can find it easier.
Excellent.
Wolfsong does deserve all the stars in the galaxy.
it really does.
5 out of 5 stars. After the first sentence, girl, by page 5, I was already bawling.
Yeah.
Like, ugh. She can't choose her favorite character, and she needs to read Love Song. Oh my god.
I read the back yesterday when I got the book Raven Song. I read the back of it and I'm like, 5 stars.
Okay, I will.
The first page. I already know.
I will state between these 2 couples, Gordo and Mark went out a little bit harder for me. But that's just because it's Gordo. And you get more of Gordo's backstory and why he does the things he does.
Y'all, the caffeine hit me hard.
The caffeine hits you hard.
I have never cried so much while reading. Literally every single page I cried for different reasons. Girl, same.
It really does get you.
Yeah, I didn't
Okay.
cry like I think I cried once pretty early on, but then I didn't cry like was it no, it was when the Thomas thing happened. That's what got
That
me.
really did hurt my heart.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Thomas. Oh.
Yeah. That was the hardest part for me was that one.
Even Ox's mom got me pretty good, and then we had just had back to back Ox's mom, and then Tom. Come on now, Klune.
It was Serpent King all over again, where you had a little happy moment, then you got BAM! But this is like you got a BAM, and then you got a BAM!
Mm-hmm.
And you're just like, ow, my heart. Oh, my soul.
It really did
My
hurt me.
soul.
Hope, are you back?
Oh,
I
I
don't think
think
so.
she's frozen.
But yes, okay.
I keep trying to think of where my book is because I'm like, it's not on my shelf for the things I have to read this month. Like
So-
Wolfsong is not right there.
Oh, is it in your stack of your big mountain of books?
That's what I'm like. It's supposed to be in the big stack of books that I'm reading this month because I'm reading it this month. But I'm like, I don't see it. Where is it? I don't know. Oh, it's on the tape. Okay, I filmed my haul. It's in my haul.
There you go. Speaking
I
of
was like, I've
hauls,
lost it already.
Hope states that she might have had to leave because she can't hear anything and her Wi-Fi keeps going unstable. So, thank you for trying to join us, Hope.
yeah, sorry you couldn't stay.
East. Hold on.
There's something wrong with my book.
Hey, Lonnie, are you sure you didn't have what I had?
No, it's just like when you look at a book and you're like, why does it look like that? Like, why does it do that?
That is weird.
Also, you guys are getting a sneak peek at the shelves. Don't look.
Don't look at green screen.
Don't
They're
look.
curtain up right behind you. Oh, sorry. They look good.
They really do. Okay, so I'm a little unprepared for this live show because I didn't actually take notes on like things we should discuss. So I'm kind of winging it. I'll do better with Raven Song, but this is my first time like fully hosting a discussion like thing. So pardon me, guys, and it's a trial and error. And oh my god, that ring light is really bright.
Did you just hit the button?
No, it's been like
Blinding him the whole time.
and it's like really hot. Ugh.
Do
But
it
okay.
for the video, Clint.
I know. I am going to be filming a video with it now that I've got it all set up because it can sit on my tripod. I'm going to try it with a video and see what like lighting, if it's better, and I cannot wait. But back to this. I'm going to try to stay on topic. Stay on topic, Clint. Okay. So we're going to start with the very beginning. And to let everybody know that's here, we are going to get into a lot of spoilers into this and get a little bit more discussion with this. So if you haven't read it, I apologize if you decide to stay.
It is what it is.
But what did you guys think of, which, by the way, because I just saw my name, why am I always someone I want to punch in a book?
Well,
Yeah.
Between Serpent King and then this,
that's the lucky thing. I don't
why
have
am I a
anybody to punch me.
redneck racist in a lot of books?
Probably the general area where that name is popular.
I may need to change my name. I'm gonna start going by my middle name and go by Alan. Oh wait, that's even worse. Never mind. I live in Oklahoma. Every Alan I know, I want to punch. But
Lord.
what did you guys think of the interactions between Ox and his father, and how that affects Ox as a person?
Well, I mean, there's that whole I guess I'm not a man yet.
Oh, I know.
He's like, I cried, so I guess I'm not a man yet. Every time he would say that, I'm just like, yes, you are. Real men cry.
Listen. And his dad telling him he has to be the man of the house for his mom.
I do
Ugh.
appreciate the dad telling him, you were not a mistake. Even though he might have told him he was dumb and stuff, he did tell him, you were never a mistake. I never regretted you.
There was some redeeming quality in that speech, but everything else went downhill.
Very. I do agree with Karina about Ox's dad being responsible for his lack of confidence.
Oh,
The
absolutely.
whole being told over and over and over again that you're dumb as an ox. Which, first off, who the hell names their son Oxford? Like, what?
That's definitely a. I wonder if that is a popular name in some time or place.
It's not necessarily a great name. I will say that. Ooh, my computer said that.
Not really, no.
See, the only thing I thought was kind of funny on why he was named Oxford is Oxford is a college known for the brightest of the bright.
Mm-hmm.
And you being told that you're as dumb as an ox and you're being treated like you're stupid. But your name itself means that you have potential to be the smartest person you know.
Maybe that's why TJ Klune did it.
That's what I was thinking. And Hope agrees with Karina. And now let's move on to Ox meeting Mark.
I thought it was weird when he first met Mark. I was like, what is going on? Where is this going? Like, I'm curious about this character, and then you realize like the importance that Mark plays in this story, and you're like, what? It was all meant to be.
Like, first time I read this, Mark having his like interactions with Ox, I'm like sitting going, who is this pervy man? Why are you talking to this boy? Like, who are you? Why are you bothering him? What do you want?
I definitely thought he was going to be a bad guy, for sure.
Same. Which, speaking of Mark, what do you guys think of Gordo's relationship with Ox?
He gives me like, you didn't have a great dad, so I'm going to be your dad vibes, you know?
And by the way, Hope says with Mark, she was like, what the fuck, who are you? Then it was like, oh, that makes total sense. And Karina says that was a little strange, but seeing everything play out as it did made me think it was sweet.
And I also liked how he was like, you smell like home.
Yeah, the smells like awesome and candy canes.
It's what is it? I have a picture. Hold on. It's candy cane, pine cones. Where is it?
Awesomeness or
and
something.
yes, an epic or something, extreme awesomeness or something like that. It's the best quote. That and pack, of course.
It was candy canes and pine cones. It was epic and awesome, and it was home. That quote in itself.
Epic and awesome.
Spoiler alert, that quote may or may not make its way into my vows. Or something similar may make it to my vows, because how much that phrase makes me feel about Sterling, and it's just like hearing it, like reading it after now being with Sterling, like hearing that, I was like, Oh, he's my Joe. Oh, I don't know how I feel about this book right now. Can you stop?
But that's the thing. I think that TJ Klune writes such like wholesome and cute and just like overly heartwarming love stories. Like same thing with The House on the Cerulean Sea. Like it came together like not like a story romance you think would. Same thing with Ox and Joe. It's like it came together in an unconventional way, but it works so well.
I will state Under the Whispering Door, I've started it. I'm only on chapter 7, but I will tell you the atmosphere and stuff is a lot similar to House and Cerulean Sea and Wolfsong, so I feel like he's going to do the same in this as well.
Well, now I need to
Wolfsong
buy
is
that.
the only TJ Klune book I've read so far.
You have to read The House on the Cerulean Sea. It's so good.
Girl, if you want found family, oh, that found
You
family.
can read that for Found Family, Mel.
Listen. But okay. So now that we've gotten to the candy canes and pine cones part, Joe and Ox's first interaction.
Wait,
What do you
Repeat
where
the
they
question.
where Ox finally realizes that he has like
No, the first meeting. The first
Oh.
meeting. We'll start with the first meeting and then we'll work up to that. What is y'all's thoughts? I will state, first time I read this, and because I knew I read somewhere where it was Ox and Joe, when it was first introduced, I went, excuse me, a 10-year-old?
Yeah.
And
Mel,
a
are you
16-year-old? I was like, wait, we gonna go where? With who? With what? This I remember going, this better not go where I think it's going, or TJ Klune and me are going to have words. Like physically I would hunt him down and we would have words.
But he
See, I
go
didn't
there.
even read the back.
Ah.
So I knew nothing going in except for that it involved gay werewolves. And so I was just kind of going into it all blind, and it didn't even register to me who the love interest was supposed to be. So I was just like, they're friends.
Well, Joe's not on the back. It just says a boy. He meets a boy.
Mm.
But I read somewhere when someone was recommending this, saying, or not read, watched someone's video where they recommended this and they just went Joe and Ox. And when Joe was introduced, I went, but he's 10. How are we gonna? This book isn't long enough to.
Oh, but it is.
But it is. I was like, it's not long enough, but then I was like, wait, it is. Karina says Joe being a little tornado, which
I want to
says
see this
volumes.
turn into a TV show or a movie.
Oh my god.
What were you gonna say, Mel?
I don't remember. I forgot that quick.
Karina
Like,
says
I'm trying to catch these thoughts. They're fleeting. They're like little butterflies.
okay.
Clint?
Yes. Okay, Karina says when we finally learned why Joe's talking in the first place was so significant, she bawled her freaking eyes out. I did as well.
Oh.
And then also Hope said she was just as uncomfortable as we were about the 10, 16-year-old. And Karina says, I would love to see this as a movie or series, but my heart probably couldn't take it all over again. I would rather this be a TV show.
Yeah, there's so much to build on.
Because they could do not just them. We could see more on the Omega's side.
Yeah, it would be
And
really
get a
cool.
little, or we could get more of Joe and them on their journey.
Okay, I just have to ask, Mel, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Mel's feeling good right now.
I'm fine. I'm just trying to focus. Focus is not easy right now.
And the
I
fact
told you at the
that,
beginning I'm melting into this chair, so
and back to their relationship, Joe giving Ox his little wolf before Ox knew what it was, and Ox just accepting it because it was something from Joe was so
And then-
poignant.
And then every time Joe would walk in and see it, he would just be like so happy.
and the fact that Joe knew
He
what
knew.
was to be of their relationship from that point. He was just waiting on Ox.
Because Ox is the first person that made him feel safe since what happened with Richard.
Richard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
my brain had like a brain fart. It
Richard
went.
is a dick.
Speaking of Richard, Osmond, thoughts before, like when he was first introduced, I didn't like him.
Die in a hole.
Like
dirty.
Dirty.
okay.
I'll be
Also,
right back. I'm gonna grab something to drink.
okay.
I'm gonna get something. I got lots of somethings. I got some water. You got some energy drink. I got some M&Ms.
Hope says she wants a TV show all the way. Karina says, "Ooh, I want to feel good too. Be right back. Going to the fridge right now." Ha 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 ha. That's what she's doing, Karina. And Hope said she cried when she found out what the wolf meant. Osmond needs to get his own life, honestly. And Karina, that is like legit my thoughts. Again, I apologize, guys, if this is a chaotic live show. But then
You're doing
again,
great.
but then again, you guys know us, and I'm also not used to hosting, so me having to pay attention to the comments and come up with questions and things. I'm Mel right now, and it's really weird for me. I really love it, but it's really weird. I will do a lot better.
Very laid
with
back for me. I'm
Ravensong.
just like, go for it.
I'm waiting for Kaylani to get back so I can ask the next question.
Mm.
But yes, I got Neon Gods today. I'm super excited. And Sterling's already finished Lore Olympus today, and he started a Game of Fate.
Oh, goodness gracious.
It's a Hades Persephone kind of day. But anybody in the comments have any questions that you guys would like to ask, or comments that you want to hear our thoughts on? Comment them down and we'll get to that as well.
Yes.
I really like Kaylani's shelves. I love how all three of us have kind of like a white background right now.
Mine
I
will be
wanted
more
to-
white whenever I do my shelves the way they're supposed to be.
I'm like, I just really wanted to show off my new favorites corner, but I realize you can't see a lot of it because of my fat ass. Which, we're starting diets soon. I'm starting to throw in healthier food because the day of my friend Coral's wedding, I went to put the pants on that I was going to wear for the wedding, and they didn't fit. And I literally sat on the floor and cried for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
You can ask Sterling. Like, the shirt fit, and that was the one that I thought wouldn't fit. And then when I saw that the size of the pants said 36 wides and they didn't fit, we had to run to the store and I bought 38s, which a friend of mine, or an ex-friend of mine, I should say, wears a pair of 38s, and he's a lot fatter than I am. I cried. And then when I got home and put the 38s on, and they barely fit.
You cried some more?
Yes. I almost called Coral and said, "Happy wedding, I ain't coming."
Oh no.
And then I went, no, I have to go to hers. She's part of our wedding, so we have to be there for hers.
Not happy wedding.
Karina made a comment.
Oh. We thrive on chaos, and Karina says, oh my god, my lore pre-order came in this morning and it's stunning. We had to cancel ours, but we were lucky enough to find one today, and we've decided we're also going to eventually purchase the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition because that is stunning.
What is that book even about? I keep seeing it float around.
Hades and Persephone. It's a graphic novel. Let me grab it, and I'll show you.
Let me just go order it right now. Hold on.
It's a webtoon that has been all over like Facebook, Tumblr and stuff, and she finally put it in a bind up, the first, I want to say 25 or 26 issues. But this is the artwork.
Hold on, I can't see you. Oh.
Hades is blue and Persephone is pink. But like, it's the story of them falling in love. And then there's another graphic novel that just came in, or just came out as well, which is more of a smuttier version of Hades and Persephone. Like, it's darker and smuttier, which we want to get that one too.
Why do you
Hope and Karina have left comments.
Yes, I was just about to get to. I know Hope says I have to go. I'll definitely watch back later. Bye, Hope. Thank
Bye,
you for
Hope.
trying. We can possibly try again for the next live show if you want to. We can test out things and stuff like that. Just let me know. But thank you. And Karina says, yeah, the hype got me on that one. It wasn't the hype that got me. I've actually have followed along the webtoon for years, and I never have actually like completed it. And every time it pops up, it's like in a different part of the story, so I'm confused of what's going on. And when they announced that they were putting a bind up, I was like, yes, we're getting that shit. I don't care how much it costs. And Karina says, bye, Hope. But okay, back to Wolfsong. Because we're here for gay werewolves, not Hades and Persephone. What is y'all thoughts on Robbie?
Honestly,
Oh.
at first I did not like him.
Same, yeah. But then he instead of it just kind of he turned into this lovesick little puppy that was just following Ox around like, I'm with you, bud.
He was
He
very cute, by the
kind
way.
of, he's got golden retriever energy.
Yes, exactly.
Like,
I'm with you, bud.
Robbie is a precious, like, cupcake or muffin that needs to be protected at all costs, is all I'm going to say on that one. Especially when we get to his love story. And more of his backstory. Yes?
Back up. Can we talk about when Ox first realizes that he likes Joe? Because that
Oh
is
my god.
one of my favorite scenes in the entire. It's hilarious.
I love that so much.
But I think what he also had, which I loved, was the thing that he kept fighting with was the fact he's only 17. I can't like a 17-year-old. It was like when that hit him, he was just like, oh my god, am I a pervert? Kind of like mindset. And just him going in that little spiral, I was just like, yes. Just yes.
But the whipped cream?
Yes. Oh my god, I love
And the
that
straw?
so much.
But the fact that he did that in front of his parents and his
No
siblings,
fucks. No fucks.
I was like, yes.
When
Oh my
Ox
god.
walked into the wall, I was dying.
When he
laughing.
walked into the wall. Yes, Karina. Oh, and Karina didn't trust Robbie at first. She was like, nope, not the pack. Goodbye. I mean, first time I read that, I went, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. But
Yeah, especially after Osmond, it was like,
Mm-hmm.
why are you here?
but Ox's determination that they cannot do anything. Oh, and the brothers were all outside watching. Be awkward. Awkward. Oh, yes.
And then when he sprayed himself in cologne.
They were like, ew, you have the hots for my brother. That's gross.
It was so good,
Dude.
though.
I will state. No, I won't state. That's a spoiler. I won't go there.
No, we
Don't go
already
there.
said earlier that we were going to be.
It's a
spoilers.
spoiler for an upcoming book.
Oh no! Don't do that.
I will tell you, Carter's is going to come out of nowhere.
I'm
What-
excited.
You said
Carter,
Carter.
he's one of the humans.
No.
No?
His has not been introduced yet.
No, I know, but Carter is one of the humans, right? Oh, no, he's one of the brothers.
Yes.
One of the brothers.
Carter's, there's a character I do believe is introduced in this that you find out some shit.
Oh, I want to read it right now. Right now.
Oh, and the fact, okay. I don't know if this is in the first one or not, but it's really not that big of a spoiler. But can we talk about Kelly and the amazing Kaylani? Oh, hold on. Joe just being inappropriate in front of his family, I can't handle, and they were definitely typical big brothers in that moment. Yes. Can we talk about Kelly and the asexuality representation
Yeah.
and how
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh.
Spoilers.
is all I'm going to say.
Well, actually, Karina spoiled it.
Oh, JK, a later book, perhaps.
Just kidding.
Spoiler.
I will state the little nods of the whole once Robbie realized that he could never have Ox, his first thought was, well, Kelly's kind of cute. I went, oh, so you can't have me, but you want my brother? What the hell, man?
I imagine all of these, like, guys are, like, extremely good looking. Like, Joe, when he comes back and he's all, like, disheveled and has a beard and he looks all sexy and fucking sexy, and I'm like, okay, that's you.
I can't remember who I pictured him as. Like, I had an actor in my head, and that just totally escaped me just now.
You know who I see him? This might be totally off, but the guy from Burlesque, Cameron.
Cam Gidget
Yeah.
with the whole want some cookies.
He could totally be Joe.
Who?
He's
Have you seen Twilight? The first one?
Forever ago.
but that's not a good
The
representation.
actor
of him.
who played James.
No, that's not a good.
If you haven't seen Burlesque. Chewbacca!
I've seen both movies.
You can't come in here, Chewie.
Wait, share your screen with me.
You just hit the little thing that's at the bottom that says share.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Chewie's like, I want in there. What is he doing? What is he doing? Chewie's attacking the door.
Accurate.
I didn't know for sure. Oh, Karina didn't know for sure. Then my bad. I'm the one who spoiled. My bad, guys.
Can you see it?
This hunk of burning love.
But this not Twilight, because he looks terrible here.
Yeah, not Twilight. God, no, that wig
I
was
thought it'd be
horrible
more
on
of
him.
like a Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oof. Now we
watch
need a
this
fan
show.
cast Ox, is what she said. Who do we think would pair up with Cam Gidget? Is it bad? I pictured the body, but not actually the actor of Star-Lord.
Oh, Chris.
Pratt. Like I picture the body, not quite that actor, because I don't think that actor could play Ox. But like his body shape of how muscular, like bigger he is, I think is totally Ox vibes.
He's too old to play Ox, though.
I know, but I was thinking more the body shape.
Let me think. I do agree
Unless
with
we
the body
want-
shape.
Too bad we can't have someone like Stephen Amell, Colton Haynes. No, Colton Haynes is totally Carter.
Yeah. Oh my god, yes. Oh my
Colton
god, I
Haynes
love Colton
is
Haynes.
Carter energy, hands down. You can't tell me
He's so
otherwise.
fine. He is so fine.
He is, and the fact that he's a gay actor, and I just,
He is so
girl. Oh,
I would
wow.
lick sweat off his abs.
Same. But for Kelly, we would need someone who's a little bit more mousier. Like a little bit quieter, more reserved, more nerdy. Kind of like Kevin McHale was in Glee. Like a little bit nerdier.
Comment.
My favorite part of this conversation so far.
It was the sweat off the abs, right? For sure.
The fiery tongue face.
I really would. I'm not kidding. He's fine.
I forgot what I was going to say because now all I'm picturing is Colton Haynes in front of me all sweaty and me licking the sweat off his abs.
I think she said ass.
I said abs, but I'll let somebody off his ass too. No,
Same.
I ain't tripping.
I mean, you gotta get it.
Oh,
You gotta
Lord.
get the meal ready.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh Lord.
Okay, back to the book.
This got way off topic.
It always
Okay.
does. It always does.
We're gonna jump a little bit to what are y'all's thoughts of Alpha Ox?
The thing that with Alpha Ox is I wish that it was explained a little bit more because it was just kind of like, well, he is what he is. Like he's that bitch, you know. But I kind of wanted a little bit more world building around that. But besides that point, fantastic. We love it for him.
So, Clint, you have read further ahead. Is it something that comes up later? Yes.
Oh well, it comes up and it's discussed, but no one can explain it.
Oh no, I meant like what caused him to be this alpha.
It like nobody understands like what really happened, like to cause that. It's just like Ox was always destined to become an alpha. It's like that's all that they've determined. Is no matter what, this was his destiny in one way. He could have gone this way or just been a beta.
You said you haven't read the last book.
Yes.
Is that right? So maybe it gets explained in that last book.
The last
Which
final.
I still need him to write another one because there are people in the background that I need to know their story.
Or even short stories about them would be cool.
Yes. Like I need to know more about Jess.
Jess or Jessie?
Jessie, sorry. Because of
Yeah.
who she starts dating in this book, in the book series. I need that book because it's not gay.
You are not okay. You're like, listen.
Well, it is gay, just a different type of gay.
Yeah, but I don't think that, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think that hardcore fantasy is TJ Klune's strong point. And so when it comes to the world building of this story, I think that's kind of where it lacks is the fantasy buildup.
Mhm.
But because he writes such fantastic characters with such great backstories that it kind of like you kind of don't care, you just go along with it and you're like, fuck it, who cares? But I definitely think it's lacking some of those plot holes that I wish kind of were filled a bit.
I will state some of the plot holes that are in this do get explained a little bit more, at least in Gordo's. Because Gordo being the witch, it's more of some of the magic gets more explained. Like the magic of the earth and stuff like that gets explained a little bit more, which there are people who think it's just more the magic of the earth that turned Ox into what he is. Thought it was interesting seeing how everyone close to Ox gravitated towards him after Joe and the gang left. We got to see him grow into himself and the leader he would become. Yes. And she can't wait for the magic imagery. Same. And it explains more I will tell you, in Gordo's, it's going to explain to us more about like his tattoos and things. What the hell?
What the fuck was that, Mel? What was that?
It's hot. Ooh. But okay,
Oh, that was great.
let's touch
All I
on
see is Mel like,
before Mel goes a little too cray cray. Let's talk about Thomas real fast
no.
and Ox's mom. Let's get the sad part out of the way. We can talk about this short.
I just laughed tears to my eyes. So.
The thing that I did not like was the fact that Ox lost both his parents back to back.
Yeah.
It's like nobody fully understood what that meant to Ox.
Yeah.
Like Elizabeth understood, but it's like none of the other guys or anything fully understood Thomas and Ox's relationship.
Yeah.
Because yes, Gordo stepped in as a fatherly figure, but then Gordo became more of a brother.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when he met Thomas instantly became a father.
Mm-hmm.
And to see his mother killed right in front of him, and then to see his father.
Actually, I think the part that I cried on was the mother thing. I think that was the one that got me.
The mother started the tears, and then Thomas
And
just...
then they kept like going back to the house, and he was like, her blood is in the wood of this house. And I'm like,
Yeah.
stop hurting me like that.
I know, and I was just like, what the hell? I thought the first time I read it that he was going to have to like rip up the wood and like redo the floor for him to be in that house.
She put her kung fu skills to use. Yes.
She did. I will state his mom came into her own and showed to him that she wasn't just some weakling.
But I also think that it's like Ox spent so much of his life thinking that his dad didn't care enough about him to stay, and then you have that side by side imagery of his mom willing to sacrifice her own life to save Ox. Like, what a beautiful what is that word? Am I high?
Comparison.
Comparison, composition, something. I don't know.
Composition
Whatever.
is probably closer.
So it's just like a beautiful like thing to put side by side and like to show Ox like she cared enough about you to risk her life and to take it for you. So I like that.
I will state the one thing I did not like in the whole book itself is the fact of his dad just dying in a car wreck.
Yeah, that
never got
lacking.
We never got
guess...
that resolve.
Yeah.
Because Ox now should be able to stand in front of his father and say, fuck you. I never needed you. I'm not dumb. Type of thing.
But I mean, that is how it is sometimes. It just happens and it's like, well, crap.
And you don't get to say what you really wanted to say.
Yeah.
And I
Like a
agree
car
with her.
accident happens and it's all of a sudden and well, not expected. Nothing was leading up to this. It just happened.
Yeah.
Karina says, yes, I loved how the Bennetts accepted Ox's mother into their pack, and we got to see her in a new light.
Yeah.
And hi, Trin, welcome. I will state, like, I get that because, like, my sister's father, who helped raise me, Mom and I were using one of those apps once where we got to, like, you put in someone's name and it tells you where they're living and, like, what their phone numbers and stuff are. It's like one of those, like, research if they've ever gone to jail type things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we were throwing in names and I just threw in my sister's father and we got a death date. And I went, what? So we did more research and I found the obituary where he died alone.
Aww.
Granted, the choices he made brought him there. But I can't tell you how angry I was that I couldn't finally tell him off. That I had so much anger in me because of what he said at my sister's funeral. Like, or what he said to my sister the week before she passed away. Or how he left my mom and, like, but he also left me. So it's like, I get that. So it's like part of me wishes Ox would have gotten that point, but I understand that it's life.
Yeah.
I will state, I really love the way this pack is coming along. Like, it is the most unique pack. Perfect. And can we talk about, oh, what's her name?
Oh, the new head person?
Yes.
I can't think of what her name is.
Oh,
but
Robbie's boss.
yeah, I can't
don't
remember
remember.
what her name was.
Alpha. I can't think of her name. But what is y'all's thoughts on her?
I didn't really have any thoughts too much on her. It was more of a I predict we'll see more of her in the future. Obviously we do.
But the thing is, like, how far is she gonna go? That's my question. I think that's the fun thing that TJ Klune kind of left as an open-ended, dangly piece. You know, like, how far is she gonna go? Where are we going with her character? And how dark is she gonna take it? And I'm excited. Clint, don't spoil anything.
That's why I'm covering my mouth, so I don't
He's
make
gonna
facial
chew through that
expressions.
book in a minute.
I'm trying not to make facial expressions while you're talking.
You need to cover your whole face. Because you can be like this, and we're like, yeah, I see you smile. No, I'm not smiling.
I will state first, okay, just going off of just this book alone, I hated her. Something about her being introduced, I didn't like how she talked to them. There was something off, something hidden that I was just like, who the fuck are you? What gives you the right to talk to Joe and Ox the way you are?
He's about to go off on her right now. Look at his face.
I will state there are characters in this world I hate more than Umbridge. Osmond being top of that fucking list because that little prick. Same with Richard.
Well,
I might. I don't know. I feel like I want to reread. Part of me kind of wants to reread Wolfsong before I give like a final rating on it, just because maybe like the first half or the first 3/4 was before I hit my head. And then the rest was after I'd hit my head. And so I was dealing with all the concussion stuff. So that might have actually affected my following along and getting attached to certain things towards the end. If I gave it a 4, then that Probably it could be why, but because I'm thinking, there was a lot of time that was like this moment and this moment and this moment and this moment, and so I'm like, why did I give it up? And I'm
Why
thinking,
did you give it a
why
4,
did
or should you have? Are you saying you should have given a higher rating? Is that what you're trying to say?
I think maybe it was a higher rating book, but that last little bit I wasn't fully there because it was literally the last of that buddy read was right after I hit my head. And so I was like trying to read with a major concussion. Well, maybe not major concussion.
Are you feeling better, by the way?
Yes, it's been the last headache was on Halloween. So
Okay.
I've had 5 days between so far. That's the longest I've gone without any of those nasty headaches. But I think maybe that affected everything, understanding, focus, all of that stuff. Which, if I'm not fully into a book, it doesn't get 5 stars. But I'm looking at it now, and it feels like it was a 5-star read.
Karina says, I don't think we got enough of her in the book to make any judgments, but I can see her character causing some chaos and drama.
I agree, totally.
I agree. Is there anything about the book you guys want to discuss? Like any thoughts or any parts of the books that you guys have opinions on, including you guys in the comments? Any
You know what? I can't believe we haven't touched on it all. The sex scenes.
Oh yes!
Oh my god! Can we talk about that first one where he got his first blowjob in the bathroom?
Oh, that was awkward and uncomfortable, and I did not like that at all.
And then he left the room, and then Carter's just like, "Ooh, you dog!" And I'm like, "Oh."
Yes. No, but the last sex scene. That was good stuff. Good stuff. Listen.
I mean, TJ Klune should know about gay sex scenes.
Maybe just a little, right? Just a little bit.
Like, if he didn't, I would question his own personal relationships.
Carter being Ox's first male kiss. Yes.
Yes, and then telling Joe and letting Joe know.
Yeah, I was gonna say when Joe finding out that Carter was Ox's first kiss.
Oh my god, I want to read this book again.
Well, I will do it. I will state if they ever come out with another book, which there's rumors that there might be another book in this, we'll just bring back the Packalong and we'll just reread again.
I just can't wait to get them all so that they can all look this beautiful on my shelf. Like, oh, look at that. Well, sniffing it. Oh my god. Oh, does it make something?
Not really, but it kind of does.
Are you drinking M&Ms? Hell, Mel. You want the munchies?
I can't believe she's drinking M&Ms. Actually, I can believe she's drinking M&Ms.
That was my first spicy male scene, and I was like, okay, get it.
I mean, Mel smut scenes.
They're good.
I have read some books with some shitty ass stories, but some amazing Mel smut scenes, and I'm just like, oh, get it.
There was one that I read in this one particular reverse harem book that I was reading, and usually with reverse harems, it's like everyone's trying to get with one girl. But I read one where there was some male on male action, and I was like, oh, that was hot.
I mean, they're not quality up to Katie Roberts in Desperate Measures, but which I still need to finish. Oh, and I agree with Karina real fast.
Yes.
The floppiness of these books.
And yes, I'm drinking M&Ms.
Yeah.
But yes,
No,
any
Mel
more
said
thoughts on the
easy
sex scene?
access.
Said easy access. Duh. That's what he said. I mean, Sterling has said that a time or two. Sorry. Okay, wait. Desperate Measures is spicier. I never finished.
Mm.
Girl, you
Girl.
need to finish that shit.
Where were
Mhm.
you in that book if you don't think that's spicier than this? Like, excuse me? Squeeze me?
Have you gotten
Her
to
sitting
I mean,
on
is
his
that a spoiler?
knee,
Is that a
getting
spoiler, Mel, if I say if you have you gotten to the threesome? Cover your ears.
Clint hasn't gotten
who's
to
the
that part yet.
third one?
I'm not gonna tell you that, but I'm just saying you should definitely read to the end.
I need to finish
Definitely.
that. I just
Definitely.
have issues with the fact that it's Jasmine, and I associate Jasmine with my sister. So it's like I have issues every time I see the name Jasmine.
I told him to have Sterling go through and change the name.
Cross him out.
It's not Jasmine, it's Jason.
Yes. Or I mean, I don't have a issue. I know that Mel brought it up. I don't have an issue with the baby girl kink. So if you just change Jasmine to baby girl every time, then no, you don't like baby girl kink either.
The baby girl thing gotta go. I'm sorry. That
I
shit
like
is
a
so
daddy and baby girl
weird.
kink. I think it's hot.
Listen, I barely like the daddy kink. Like the first time it was said in bed with me and I was called daddy, I went, whoa. It was like, this is just weird.
I would never do it to my husband, but I like reading about it.
Is there anything else in the books that you guys have
Karina
thoughts
said
on?
she didn't get past page 50.
Girl,
Excuse me, I at least
Are
made
you
it to
okay?
100 and something. I at least made it to chapter 13.
can I gift you the audiobook? Like
Also, how the end wraps up.
yes. All I'm gonna
Okay,
say.
but yeah, the
La 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 la
threesome.
la 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 la
That
la
No,
la
all
la.
I'm gonna say is
woo,
boss
that
ass.
threesome was
Boss
hot.
ass. That's all I'm gonna say. Boss ass.
That threesome was hot though.
Yeah, that threesome was hot.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, back to gay werewolves.
Oh, okay. But it was hot. Okay.
Gay werewolves. Like, we'll do this. So, any more thoughts on Wolfsong?
I think we covered it all.
What
wait,
are
can we talk
y'all's?
about when he got his heart fucking ripped out of his body?
Oh, yes.
That was a wild ride.
That
I was
really
like, on the edge of
was.
my seat. I was like, please don't do this to me again.
The first time I read that, I was like, no. This is the main character in the first book of the series. You can't do this to me. TJ Klune, I will kill you. I will hurt you. I will hurt you. Don't you dare.
I'm gonna have to hunt him down.
So now let's get into predictions. Any Daddy Joe to the rescue, honey. Yes. Daddy Joe. I can't. My uncle's name was Joe. I can't
Not
call him daddy. No. I can't with that. Out of here with that. That's weird. Any predictions, you guys, or any things that y'all are hoping to see? I will cover my mouth.
I don't know. I feel like I kind of have an idea of like where these romances are going. I'm gonna just put out into the universe that they're all gonna get happy endings. Don't even show me your face, Clint, because if they don't get happy endings, I'm not finishing the series. Okay? So don't tell me. But like I'm just curious to see like where TJ Klune takes it. I know he's gonna break my heart in between those happy endings.
I don't think everybody's gonna have happy endings. I think there's going to be some people that get coupled up and we care about them and then one of them's gonna die.
Not unalive.
I haven't read anything but the verse. I'm just saying. Prediction.
I don't want him to be unalive, you guys.
I will state, as far as I know, core couples so far.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. Hush, 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 hush. Don't
Okay.
tell us. Pretend like you haven't read anything past that first book.
Okay. Any thoughts of? Because isn't Osmond still alive?
Yes.
I do believe
I
he's
think
the one that's still
Carter's
alive,
gonna
right?
die.
Yeah, he's still alive.
I think
Okay.
Carter's gonna die.
You think Carter's gonna? Don't say that.
I thought Carter was going to die in this one. I thought they were going to come back.
Face.
I thought they were going to come back with Joe, and Carter will have died, or one of the brothers would have died.
I will state
While they were
Elizabeth
gone.
and Mark would have known
Yeah, they would have known.
because of their pack bond. And so would have Ox. Ox would have known too.
I'm just glad he didn't, because I think that the brothers are so funny. When they get together, they are hilarious. Like when they got Carter in the car and when they got Ox in the car and was like kidnapping him. I thought that was so funny.
You know what? I just realized, it just hit me why I thought one of those brothers was going to die. Fred and George Weasley.
What? Oh.
Oh.
That's
They do
why.
have similar dynamics to them.
They do.
They make me
They
think of
really
Fred
do.
and George.
Yeah.
Well,
That's why I thought one of them's going to go away and die.
they better not, is all I'm going to say.
But you haven't read the fourth book, Clint, so you don't know.
I know I don't know. But I know.
Something if in the fourth book he dies, and I predicted
Well, don't
it.
they die in the last movie?
What?
Yeah.
Fred and-
Oh yeah,
Fred
that's right. Well, one of them does.
yeah, I know. One of them dies in the first
And then
movie.
the other one
last
loses
Yeah,
at
that's
the end.
why.
They could do it. He could do it.
I will state, I'm going to forewarn you guys of more emotions down the road. Just to prepare yourself.
Okay, this
'Cause-
is a little bit off topic, but speaking of emotions, have you guys either of you read The Song of Achilles?
Not yet, but I'm reading that one for Mary Bookmiss for retelling. It's going to be one of my first books of December.
Hi.
Never mind then.
Because I'm a huge fan of Cersei and I've been wanting to read Song of Achilles. I've been scared because I'm a huge Achilles fan and I know the story and how and certain things happen. I'm scared. So I've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. But I am going to be reading it.
Courier says, yes, tell me, Kaylani. Are you sure you want me to tell you? I think this is a big say, but I think it's gonna end up in one of my most disappointing books of the year.
Oh.
I gave it a 4-star, but there was just so much hype. I didn't even cry. Like, not even a single tear shed. Like, I was really disappointed by it.
That sucks.
I know. I'm sad. I wanted to love it so much, and I liked it. I just didn't love it.
Ow, my soul.
Yeah. I know.
I think my most disappointing book this year, I'm pretty sure it came out this year, was A Vow So Bold and Deadly.
Yeah, that one wasn't my favorite either.
I will say my most disappointing, because I DNF'd it and I couldn't. This Ninth House.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Written in the Stars.
Well, that one's a disappointing for me too, but that one was just. It makes me scared to read more adult female, just because the way it was written, and it just kind of like scares me now because that's something outside my comfort zone already. That maybe I should stick with YA female.
For me, I loved A Curse So Dark and Lonely. I loved even more A Heart So Fierce and Broken. But then A Vow So Bold and Deadly, like those two were like 5-star and double 5-star, and then that one was it was still good. I gave it 4 stars, but it just kind of flattened
Went
out.
down. Yeah.
Even though I love it still, I will agree with that one that it's not as strong as the second one.
I
But
don't
then
think
again-
either one was as strong as the first one. I think the first one was the best one in the series.
But then again,
My
I
opinion, the second
treat
one was.
mine's the second one, but I kind of treat it as ACOTAR. Is I don't think the third one was as strong as the second one. In
I
my
think the
eyes, I
second
still
one
need to
had-
read the fourth.
I think
Or
the
the
reason
fifth.
that the second one is so good is because it had that jaw-dropping cliffhanger at the end, whereas the third one, and I agree with I was watching somebody read the third book, and it was like, as much as you guys know how much I love Sarah J. Maas, but I feel like the third book in that series was so, it almost felt lackluster because there was no stakes. You get to the end and everything's hunky-dory, and it felt like nothing really happened. And as much as I love those characters, and when I was in the moment and I was reading it, I was so excited about what was happening. And then you get out of it and you're like, they did all of that and like nothing really happened, you know? So
I mean, Mel doesn't know this yet, but spoiler alert for Sterling. He's reading a Sarah J. Maas for Mary Bookmas.
Uh-huh.
He's reading Crescent City. He's
I need
not
to
in,
reread it.
he's not interested in Throne of Glass because he says it's just he sees the books and the fact that it's a completed series and he's like something about it just doesn't call to him.
Einstein is like between me and my desk, and I can't get my seat up. And
then Karina, I'm really sorry that you didn't love The Death of Jane Lawrence. I actually heard that one was really good. And so I know the hype was like really high for that one. So I'm sorry that it didn't work out for you. That sucks. I did hear good things about that. And the cover is stunning. Yay, Crescent City. I'm so happy for him. I cannot wait for book 2 to come out. Ah! Did you see that German edition with the beautiful sprayed edges, Mel?
Mm-mm.
Oh! I was like, I do not need to buy this in German. I do not need to buy this in German. I do not need to buy this in German. I did, but I wanted to.
Have to.
Sorry, they were asking
If
me
you
what
ever go
type
to
of
Germany,
pizza.
you'll have to pick one up while you're there.
I know, but it's a special edition. So once it's gone, it's gone.
Oh.
Yeah, but it has these gorgeous sprayed edges. It's basically the art of Hunt on the front that's on the sprayed edges. They like stenciled it out onto the paper, and it's.
Are we talking about the German edition?
Yeah.
I know. I saw that TikTok that I had to send you, and I was just like, ugh.
I don't need it in German. Don't need it.
I mean, I have
I mean,
How
you
to
can
Hang
get
a
it in
Witch in
German.
Spanish.
I know, but the thing is, I've already pre-ordered 2 editions, and I'm waiting for Waterstones to drop their sprayed edges. So I'm like, I do not need 4 editions of this book, okay?
Why not, Kaylani? Why not?
3's too many already, and I have to wait for the paperback to come out so they can match my other paperback. Oh, Mel, do you want to see my Crescent City shelf?
Pretty.
Is she cute?
And spoiler alert for everybody here, I am reading Crescent City. I'm finishing Crescent City.
If he doesn't love it, though, Clint, we can't be friends anymore. I will disown you.
Impressed.
He's not even listening.
Yes.
Clinton Reed.
Sorry, they were asking me pizza questions. Like what type
No,
of
did you
pizza
hear
I
what
want.
I said?
No?
I said that if you don't like Crescent City, I'm going to disown you as a friend. So you better lie to me. You better lie.
Oh, I will.
love it.
Trust, I will.
No, I'm just kidding.
But then
I
again,
love you.
I haven't disliked a single Sarah J. Maas yet. Yes, I've been disappointed in a couple, or like I've been disappointed in one, but I've never like fully disliked one.
Are you going to start over from the beginning, though?
Probably not.
Oh,
Me?
no, I was
Oh.
thinking, is he going to restart Crescent City? Because I feel like after you take that much of a gap, I don't think you're going to love it.
I may reread some of the previous chapters to catch up, but I remember a lot of what happens in it.
Fine.
So it's one of those that I'm like, but because if I restart it, I'm never going to finish it. I'll probably DNF it right there at that spot again. I
Well,
just
I mean, the
don't.
first half is really,
Really
slow.
slow. It's really slow.
So it's like, and I have tabs in it to like section off the chapters so I could read it. And Sterling's like, well, if I end up liking it, we're gonna have to get a different copy because I don't like the tabs. And it's like, babe, those tabs are there just for chapters, and I can take them out. And I was removing them, and he's like, good, please remove them before I read that. He does not like it when a book is tabbed.
You know what? You know what? Just tell Sterling I will send him another copy. Don't even trip. But you want a paperback or a hardcover? No, I'm for real serious. Does he want a paperback or hardcover?
Probably hardcover.
Okay,
He
I'll
prefers hardcover books.
Send me his wish list so I can send it to you guys. Or just text me your address.
Caroline's like, I have to put Crescent City in everyone's hands. You must have it.
I'll just send you my address.
Try it, and you'll like it.
I mean, how many people did I buy How to Hang a Witch for and send it to when I first got on BookTube? I bought 9 copies of How to Hang a Witch and Haunting the Deep from
I still have
Book
to read
Outlet.
that.
And I have.
Somebody sent. Did you send it to me, Clint? I think you sent it to me.
I think so.
I still haven't read it yet, but I will.
I mean, Adriana Mather was our very first ever author we had for season-a-thon.
Maybe I'll try to put it on. Does it have any tropes?
It's a small town. It's kind of got that. Well, Salem's not really a small town, but it got small town vibes.
Salem's a small town in Portland. It's not that big.
It's not a big town, but
I think it would work for a small town.
I would count it as a small town. I would.
Well, it's not in Portland. It's in Oregon, but whatever.
It's in Massachusetts.
It's in Massachusetts.
Oh.
It's Salem. It's Salem, Massachusetts, because the Salem witch trials, not Salem, Oregon.
Salem in Oregon?
Yes, not Salem, Oregon. Salem, Massachusetts.
Well, technically I was right. I wasn't wrong.
Salem, Massachusetts is just outside Boston.
But let's see how big is Salem. It's small.
I don't think Salem is big.
It's small. Yeah, I'm looking on the map. It's like not that big at all.
So it would count for that.
Okay, I'll read that one then.
I am excited that Adriana is writing her first adult novel. And I'm super excited about that. And I'm super excited about her husband's books.
Can we touch on Karina's comments?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
This is about Crescent City.
Well,
wait.
Well,
I was thinking about the last one.
And then Karina says, Kaylani, you and me both. Where's the sprayed edges and more signed editions?
I know, seriously.
And then Karina says, yep, keep that to yourself, Clint. We will not accept anything under 5 stars on CC. I will state, if I was to finish it where I'm at, it's sitting at a 2-star. Where I'm at in the book.
It'll go up.
So it has potential to be at least a 4 or 4.5. I don't know unless that ending or I cry my eyes out.
Don't talk to me.
I think I
I'm
gave
just
it
going to
4
let you know
stars.
that it may not get higher than that.
Don't talk to me.
I really enjoyed it, and that second half of it was so good, and I was so there for it. But the first half made it where I couldn't give it a 5-star because I almost DNF'd it a couple of times. But I just knew from watching you, Kaylani, you got to get past that first half, and then it gets better, and it does. But that first half did make me want to DNF it a couple of times because I was like,
I will state if the ending is as strong as y'all are saying, it has potential. The sequel has potential to be a 5-star.
Same, yeah.
Which I've read books like that before, and where the first one I gave like a lower rating, but read the second one, and that became one of my favorite series. Hence, Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. I hate Cinder.
And you love
Scarlet. Yes, and I'm a huge fan of the rest of the series. Cinder is my lowest rated book in that series. At a 3.5.
Speaking of Cinder and Marissa Meyer, did you see her the thing she posted on her Instagram with what's it called? The letter. Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up. She posted her query letter. She showed her query letter from when she wrote Cinder. And where is it? So Cinder was like her first. And but she wrote, I have a novelette, The Phantom of Lakeshire Manor, which is what I got as one of the pre-order things for Air. So it's called. No, Gilded, not Air. One of the pre-order gifts was the ebook of The Phantom of Lakeshire Manor. So I'm excited to read that. I thought it was part of this new series.
That is really cool. I just read the letter.
But yeah, she talks about like describing the whole series and what she wants for it. And but yeah, she didn't do much before that.
Okay, Clint, it should be there on Monday, but don't tell him. Let it be a surprise.
Okay.
Unless you already heard, then oh well.
No, I'm on a headset.
Oh, you're right. Don't tell him.
I won't. And I get to go Monday. Speaking of Marissa Meyer, I get to go Monday and pick up my book from the post office.
Oh, I got mine.
They tried to deliver it today and it wouldn't fit in the mailbox, so
What, Gilded?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I poked a hole in mine.
I got mine like 4 days ago.
I got mine a few days ago as well. The day it came out.
Yeah,
my
same.
card didn't have any money on it because of other bills came out, so I had to wait till I got paid yesterday to reorder it. It like irritated me that it canceled my pre-order.
Yeah, so I was opening the box with a knife and I done poked a hole in it.
Oh no.
Not a big one. I can't even find it now, but I know it's on the back of the book. You can see it on like the hardcover. I poked a hole. Oh yeah, right there. You're not gonna be able to see it. It's like a tiny little hole. But I was like, oh no, oh no,
Okay,
our table.
it's broken. Okay, so I'm happy you guys loved Wolfsong. I'm gonna slowly start wrapping this up because I've got company. Our next read is Ravensong, which I wanted to ask you ladies if
Holding up my copy.
Mel?
Yeah. The other
does
side of the room, I'm not getting up.
I'm curious, does December 11th work for you ladies?
I have no idea.
No, it doesn't for Kaylani.
No, the
'Cause
12th.
you have a
doesn't
party.
work. The 12th is when I have a party. Oh wait,
Oh,
maybe it is the 11th. Don't quote me. on
11th
that
is a
shit.
Saturday.
It might be on that Saturday then. Hold on.
If you want, we can do that Sunday, the
Oh,
12th,
let me ask Isaac.
because we can't do the 4th, and I don't want to do the 18th because I don't want to do that close to Christmas because I know people
Couldn't
have
do it the
Christmas.
18th anyway. Or I couldn't do it the 18th. Because I'll be on a boat.
Oh, yeah. So it's like, you know how hard this is to do the live show for this one and this one right now? Trying to pick dates for these two is going to be a bitch. But I figured we could do Heart Song as the second weekend in January. Because the first one is our live show with Amanda Foodie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm having a really shitty reading month. I have finished one thing.
Mm.
And I have finished this. I just haven't been in the mood.
Yesterday, I finished my first book. Which was, or day before yesterday. Which was Desperate Measures. That was the first book I finished. And then today, essentially, I finished 3.
I have new babies. I hope I don't kill them.
Oh, plants.
Isaac can't remember what day it is, so I'll let you know, Clint.
Okay. We will let you guys know on Twitter. I will post something on Twitter for everybody to know. I'll probably post a video just saying on YouTube as well, going, hey, the live show for this will be this day at this time so that you guys know. I will link all of the hosts and stuff down below. Probably not tonight. Tomorrow I'll probably go back in and edit and be like, this person, this person, this person, and we talked about this and blah blah blah. And I will also link Love Song down below for those who want to read it after Raven Song before the next live show. So y'all can tell me y'all's thoughts on that. But thank you, Kaylani, and thank you, Mel, and thank you, Hope, for joining us for this. And thank you,
Thank you.
Karina and Trin. And I feel like we have one other person in this live show.
I think we did too.
It says 3 people.
Hold
They
on.
were
I'm
a silent
scrolling.
partner.
My balls.
Because Hope left.
Melissa.
Okay, Melissa. I was like, I know we have a third person. But thank
It's
you
the
guys for
11th.
joining us.
It's the 11th, Clint. So we can do Sunday.
Okay, the 12th?
Yeah.
Does that work for you, Mel?
Yes.
Okay, I will come up with a good time for that. It'll probably be a lot earlier than this. Because I have to get up really early on Mondays.
You got it.
But we will let you guys know the time. It will be the 12th. But thank you guys for joining me for some Packalong with my pack. Which we do need to get that as a tattoo, what we were
do.
talking about. Which I thought would be kind of a cute idea is when y'all are here for the wedding.
Oh.
All of us go get it at the same time.
I'm down.
We
think
don't
that would be
want to do it for Bookmas.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I'll have the money.
Well, you haven't
Right
like the
now.
money around the wedding time either.
I'll find a way for that. I could put money off to the side for that.
Go
But, like-
back.
You don't. I would not recommend getting a tattoo at wedding time because you have to worry about things you're not able to do with a fresh tattoo.
Yeah, if you guys are going on any type of
Oh.
honeymoon or anything, can't be out in the sun, can't be in the water.
Mm-hmm.
We'll discuss this later.
Okay.
I mean, summertime reads, possibly.
That's
Then
good
that's in the
too.
middle of summer and you can't do whatever. We'll
Can't get in the
discuss this
water.
later. But I will thank you guys for joining us. This was a lot of fun. I promise the next live show for Raven Song I'll actually make questions and stuff up when we read the book. So thank you guys for joining us. And remember, kids, always be fabulously yourself. Until next time. Oh boy!
In broadcast.
And in broadcast.